Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to finish Kaymon, the Gorgon Hound. Let me turn down the music. Chapter 9, Shadow Play. Tom turned at the sound of huge feet beating a path across the moor. "NANOOK!" he shouted in relief, seeing the great shaggy snow monster racing towards them. Storm was galloping in her wake. "Here she comes!" Elena cried, "and she's carrying Silver, too." Tom saw the limp shape of the wolf in NANOOK's arms. She must have understood that it was time to go home, Tom said. The good beast came to a halt and crouched so that Elena could examine Silver. The wolf was weak but still alive, and he even managed to lick Elena's hand as she leaned anxiously over him. "The wounds are all healed," Elena said, checking Silver's fur. "But I think he's still exhausted from the ordeal. He can't even stand." NANOOK looked at Tom with her huge, kind eyes and snorted softly. "She wants to take Silver back to Avantia so he can get all better," Tom said, grateful once more to the red jewel in his belt, which allowed him to understand NANOOK. "Yes," Elena said, "that's a good idea." She threw her arms around Silver's neck. "We'll see you very soon," she said, hiding her face in his thick gray fur. Tom looked down into the moat. The whirling water was beginning to slow, and the gateway was shrinking. Ads. Soon it would be gone, and NANOOK would be trapped here. "Elena," Tom urged gently. "We don't have much time." Elena stepped back. "No, of course." Excuse me. "No, of course," she said, wiping her sleeve across her eyes. "NANOOK," Tom called. "Jump!" Still cradling the injured wolf in her arms, the snow monster lumbered to the edge of the moat. She looked over her shoulder, grunting her thanks. Then she leaped into the gateway. The water churned as she disappeared, then stilled, leaving only slowly spreading ripples. "I hope Silver will be safe," Elena murmured, staring down into the water. Tom rested his hand on her shoulder. "I'm sure he will," he said. "Elderu will make him fit and well again in no time. You'll see." Storm thrust his head between them, nuzzling up against Elena's face. "I missed you, boy," Tom said, stroking the stallion's long nose and patting his neck. "You did well, helping NANOOK to look after Silver. But I have another job for you, Storm. You'll have to take us to our next quest. I'm sure Elderu will soon tell us what it is." Just then something caught Tom's attention. A bright glint that shone up from the surface of the moat, close to where he had last seen Kaymon. "What's that?" he asked, walking to the water's edge. "It's the white jewel from Kaymon's collar," Elena said. "Yes, it is," said Tom. "I think I can reach it. He crouched, leaning out over the stagnant water, while Elena held onto his belt to stop him from falling in. The jewel was just out of reach. He drew his sword and, with the point, gently edged it towards himself. At last he was able to pick it up. He rubbed it on his tunic, cleaning off the slime. Another jewel for my belt, he said. I wonder what it will do. Fit it in place, and we'll soon find out, Elena urged him. Tom slotted the gemstone in place. Well, Elena asked, do you feel anything? Tom shook his head. I feel exactly the same, he said. A few moments passed, and Tom was just beginning to wonder if anything would happen at all, when the jewel let out a single glinting pulse of white light. Tom blinked. What just happened? He gasped. He blinked a couple of times to clear his vision, and when he looked at Elena, she was staring open-mouthed at something behind his back. He turned. The high sun cast his shadow at his feet. But something odd was happening. The shadow was moving on its own. As Tom stood gazing down at it, the shadow picked itself up out of the grass and stood in front of him. There's the picture of that. You can pause it to look at it longer. With its hands on its hips, its head turning slowly. Hello there? Tom ventured. The shadow jumped back, as if startled to hear Tom's voice. Then it toppled over, its hands on its knees. He's laughing, Elena gasped. The shadow straightened up again and ran lightly towards the moor. Tom grinned. Thanks to Kaymon, I think we have another companion on our quest. Dogs. Let's see. The shadow leaped into the air, soundlessly clapping its hands. As it ran ahead, Tom watched, laughing. With their new friend, they'd be more than ready for Melville's next challenge. And that was the last chapter of Kaymon, the Gorgon Hound. Shadow Play, I think it's called. Yeah, Shadow Play. Well, hope you guys join me next Thursday? No, I think today is Thursday, so next Tuesday. Add. We all don't like ads. Well, hope you will join me next Tuesday, where I'll be starting Tusk The Mighty Mammoth. Excuse me. 2 more books to do in this series. Then, on to the 4th one. Can't put my glasses. Well, hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. Join me next week as I read Tusk The Mighty Mammoth. He looks pretty cool. I don't know what it's about mammoths, but I think they're pretty cool, in my opinion. Let me just put the bookmark to the prologue. And next time we will read the prologue of Tusk the Mighty Mammoth. Well, how about we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!